What's up, everyone? Rayce Robinson, your favorite Florida mortgage broker, coming to you with the numbers for May, which actually covers to the end of April 2022. Will this be the month here that we'll start getting some inventory? Let's take a look. So here are the numbers for April 2022. Currently, there sits 2,670 total homes on the market. You can see month over month, we have a 7.7% increase. So we do have a little bit of an increase. I like looking on this other chart better. But this right here talks again about overall sales increasing 7.3%. So let's take a look. These are the numbers here, really all the way back to almost 2020. So single family homes went from 1,914 to 2,077. So increase there. Condos went up a little bit, and townhomes actually went down. So inventory up a little bit, and really that's what we'd expect. I wasn't. I'd say it's too early to tell if inventory is really actually increasing. We would expect a seasonal increase. If you kind of look back here, any in the summer months here, you're going to see an increase typically as the summer goes on. So that's pretty normal to have inventory increase as we go through the summer. Now, with rates increasing some, it's still a positive sign for me that we have some increase in the inventory, because really badly need of inventory. Some people look at, because we have such low inventory for so long, that increasing inventory somehow predicts some big change in the market. And really not. We really want to get back to a balanced market. I'll show you another slide here in a minute. But let's see, listings about the same, right? 4,375 in March, 4,354. But you can see we've had an increase in listings. At the same time, sales actually dropped a little bit from March to April. Again, that would be expected a little bit with rates increasing. And then again, with the lack of inventory, obviously that's going to drive sales down. Average days on the market drop. So really nothing unexpected here. Inventory, up a little bit, but to me that's more of a seasonal adjustment. I thought this was a cool slide here. So a couple things. One, mortgage rates, 2.9% in April of 2021. They were saying 4.94%, remember. That's for someone with like a 780 credit score, 30% down. And rates have actually continued to go up from there. So you can see there's been a solid 2% plus increase in rates, which on a $350,000 mortgage is probably $350 to $400 a month increase in the payment. And so that's really $1 million question, right? Will rising rates, which should create some headwinds as far as, instead of maybe being 25 contracts on a property, hopefully maybe there'll be 10, but eventually get to that where there's more inventory, where more of your first-time home buyers and buyers that have been stuck on the sideline can actually enter this market. I did look at months. Let's see, I'll mark this right here. I thought it was kind of interesting to look at. So in 2020, you could tell there were 7,659 homes on the market. Compared to April 2022, there's 2,670. Even back in April of 2020, this was just considered a balanced market, meaning it wasn't really a seller's market or a buyer's market. And really that tells you how far we'd have to go. A lot of people worried, and rightfully so, with recession and stock market and all these things, how that's going to affect the market long term. But the inventory is super low. Builders have underbuilt really for the last decade. And so we have a long way to go to get enough inventory where we'd have a surplus. But obviously that's the numbers why I track these numbers. I'm actually going to be doing a video in the next week or so talking about some of the things to be paying attention as recession and stock market, inflation, and all these things, and how that's going to play out in the market. I also just did this video, which I think is worth watching. I'll link to below, where there are some markets where inventory is actually increasing even more. So I'll link to that video. Definitely good to watch for sure if you're in the Central Florida market. So all in all, I would say no big surprises. Inventory did go up a little bit, but I still think that's seasonally adjusted across the nation. You should see inventory go up during the summer months, and then obviously not as much here, but the places up north really, a drop in the winter. So I guess the takeaway is ultimately no big changes yet. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, interest rates have increased. But demand has stayed the same. Still a lot of cash buyers. I will say we are pre-approving, more first-time home buyers who are thinking maybe this is a good time to get off the sideline because they're not competing, could potentially not be competing with cash offers, though really no sign of that yet. So that's kind of the numbers we'll be looking at the inventory, watching what rates do, the Fed, inflation, all that stuff, see how that plays out throughout the year. If you have any questions on Central Florida real estate numbers, interest rates, how to get pre-approved, what mortgage programs are out there, really just have any finance questions at all, let me know. I'd love to help. Comment below, subscribe to my channel. If you're a homeowner thinking of buying here in Central Florida or want to buy an investment property, I'd love to help anytime. With that, make it a great day. That's all for now. Talk to you soon.